Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session, we are going to discuss how to perform various data selection operation with pandas in Python. Let us start this session. In order to perform various data selection operation over dataset, the first step will be to read the dataset. In order to read the dataset, we have to import pandas library of Python, which is considered as sequel of Python, by using the syntax import pandas as pd. We can invoke all the function of pandas by using keyword pd. Here we are invoking its method read_csv to read the data from data.csv file. This data file should be in our working directory. After reading this dataset, it is stored in a data frame named as dataset. So here we have a data in our data frame named as dataset. Now we will learn how we can perform various selection operation over this dataset by using pandas library. In order to perform data selection, we have to invoke iloc method of pandas library. This iloc method is used to select various rows and columns by number or by name. Its basic syntax is this. Here data is the name of data frame and we are invoking iloc method of this data frame. In this we have to pass two arguments. One is row selection, comma, column selection. The value which we give before comma will be considered for row selection and the value specified after comma will be considered for columns. There are three ways to specify the values of rows or columns. First, we can specify single values as shown here, single value 1. We can also specify slice of rows like rows in the range of 4 to 7, or we can also specify integer list of rows like row numbers 0, 1 and 2. So there are three ways to specify rows and columns in this syntax. One is by single value, second with slice of rows, means starting from lower to upper range, and third way is to specify the list of rows in the form of integer numbers. It is also important that we can refer the values of rows and columns by their name or values also. For example, here we are referring the column by their name, first underscore name, or list of columns like first underscore name and age. Or here we are referring the slice of columns, means column starting from first underscore name up to column address. We can also specify the rows on the basis of their values. For example, row with the index value John, list of labels like this, or we can specify any boolean operation like select the data where age is equal to 10. But the most common way is to select rows and column by specifying the numbers. We will discuss lot of examples to make this point clear to you. So as we have discussed, the first step will be to import the dataset. Here we are importing a data file salary_data_csv file by using pandas method read_csv. This data is imported in data frame dataset. After this, we are performing various operations over this dataset. So in order to select rows, we can perform operation like this dataset.iloc0. Here we are specifying only one value. This value refers to the value of row. The index in Python start from 0. So this will refer to the first row of data frame. It means that the first row of data frame will be selected by dataset.iloc. In brackets we are specifying its index value of the row, that is 0. This will be stored in A. Let us consider this statement dataset.iloc1. You can give a thought that what will be the output in this case. This will use to select the second row of the data frame. Similarly, dataset.iloc-1 is used to select the last row of the data frame. Here we have specified only the values of rows. We can specify the values of column only after comma. Now let us discuss some examples about the selection of columns. Let us consider this line of code. Here in iloc we are defining colon, comma, 0. Here colon refers to rows and comma 0. So 0 refers to columns. Colon means all values of rows and 0 means index for column. So this will select first column of data frame and it will carry all the values of rows. So all rows of first column will be selected by this line of code. Let us consider some more examples. Give a thought on the output of this command. This will select all the rows of second column of data frame. Here colon refers to all the rows and 1 means index of column 1, which is the second column of the data frame. Dataset.iloc colon, comma, -1 will select last column of the data frame. And similarly dataset.iloc colon, comma, -2 will select the second last column of the data frame. So these are the examples which give you an idea that how you can select the columns or rows by specifying an integer number. We can specify multiple rows and columns in iloc, and in this we have a range operator. So here dataset iloc 0 colon 5. So here we are only specifying the values of rows. So we will select the range of rows starting from 0 to index 5. This index 5 is excluded. The upper range is excluded. It will select the rows with index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. In simple word, it will select first 5 rows of the data frame. First 5 rows means row number 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This 5 is excluded. First row has an index value 0. That's why this will select first 5 rows of the data frame. What will be the output of this statement? Here we are specifying colon, comma means all the rows, and column with index 0 and 1. This 2 will be excluded. So we will select first 2 columns of data frame with all the rows. Can you give a thought about the output of this statement? This will select first column only of data frame with all the rows. Why first column? Because this 1 will be excluded. So it will select the column at index 0, which will be the first column. And since we have specified colon for rows, it means all the rows for column 1 will be selected by this statement. We can also specify rows with index values. Here we will select the rows at index values 0, 3, 6 and 24 and columns of index value 0 and 1. So ultimately it will select first, 4th, 7th and 25th row and first and second column, because index values start with 0. So 0 means first column. That's why 3 means fourth column. And in this way we will select these 4 rows and 2 columns by this statement. Let us give a thought about the output of this statement. This will select first, 4th, 7th and 25th row of first, 6th and 7th columns. This will select the rows with index value 0 to 5. 5 will be excluded, and it will select the columns from index value 5 to 8, and similarly 8 will be excluded. So it will select first 5 rows with index value 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and columns at position 6, 7th and 8th. Why 6? Because it started from 5. 5 is the index value which refers to 6th column. So these 3 columns will be selected by this statement. Let us understand this example. This is very common example to select all the rows and all the columns except the last column. So here for rows we are using colon. It means we are selecting all the rows, and in columns we are giving range as colon -1. Actually it start from 0 up to column -1. So it will select all the columns except the last one. You can understand this further by considering this statement. So actually both are equivalent. So here colons means for all the rows, and colon minus 1 actually refers to 0 colon minus 1. It means that it will select the columns from index value 0 up to the last column. So it will select all the columns except the last one. So we can skip this 0. So this is also valid to write the syntax in this way: colon comma colon minus 1. So here the starting range of the column is considered as 0. So it will select all the rows and columns with index value 0 up to last column. So all the columns except the last one will be selected by this statement. So I hope that with these example you will able to apply iloc function very easily to select desired set of rows and columns for the data frame. This is very important to understand, because in order to apply machine learning algorithm over the data frame, our first task will be to select desired columns as input and output. So in order to select desirable input columns and output column, we have to use iloc method of data frame. This is all about this session. I request all of you to please subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn SQL in a simplified way, you can join this online course on SQL, which is available at Udemy platform. To learn PLSQL, you can join this online course on PLSQL, which is also available at Udemy platform. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available on Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.